15 years. And what made you leave there? Tell us about
Leave where?
leave Bosnia.
Serbia.
Serbia, sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, actually, I was born in Bosnia. Um,
So are you Serb or are you
I'm
Bosnian?
Serb.
You're Serb,
Yeah.
but you were born in Bosnia.
Superb Serb.
Okay. Superb Serb. Right, okay. And so was it when the war was occurring? Is that when
Yeah,
you
when
left,
we were
or
finished. Yeah.
yeah? Okay. And did you box while you were over there?
No,
No,
started
you
no
never boxed.
started boxing when I was 23.
So it was only when you went to Canada that
Yeah,
you started boxing.
that's right.
And what brought you to boxing?
I like the game always, but there was never opportunity for me to
Yeah.
explore it. And after my friend was in the boxing, and I walked in a gym and just snowball effects from there.
Yeah. So if you saw a friend going there and you decided here,
Yeah, I'll
did you
come
go for
with you.
fitness first or?
No, just old rotten boxing gym.
Yeah.
Old,
Yeah.
dirty weights and it was with the character.
So did you have much of an amateur background? Did you do?
No, not much, but it was very successful. I won a ringside tournament in 2004, biggest world boxing tournament. And, not much,
Yeah.
but it was brief but successful.
Yeah. And what made you decide to turn professional?
Well, I was training to fight anyway, so might as well just
Get paid for
get
it.
paid for it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
To pay the bills, as always. Most of the fighters is the same story.
Yeah.
Everybody struggles a little bit with the job, and they turn pro just to pay some bills, and goes from there. And the strongest survive, and
So you've been surviving for 16 fights so
I've
far.
been surviving pretty good.
So you've got a pretty equal record to Tyson so far. Is this the biggest fight of your career, would you say?
I would say for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The biggest fight for sure.
What do you think is his main attributes?
Those ape arms.
He's got long reach, yeah.
Long reach.
Is that the main thing you're worried about, the jabs? You can't get close?
I'm not worried. I'm just saying that's his main.
That's
That's his main weapon.
Yeah, yeah. So there's been a lot of heat leading between the two of you leading up to this. What was it that sparked it off for you? Throwing the towel at his face and etc.
No, because I don't know. He said something stupid at the time, and I would have beat him up right there. But there was people, but that's the only thing I could really throw.
Yeah.
There was nothing else to do.
It's better
So
to throw a towel than a punch.
I would throw a punch, but there
Yeah.
was there was like 8 feet between.
If you maybe had his reach,
Yeah,
you
if
might
I
have
had
got
his reach, boom.
you might have got close to it. Yeah.
But no, because it was just I had a bad fight and I got cut in a fight, and it wasn't one
You
of
weren't
my
in a
best
great
fights.
mood anyway.
I wasn't in a good mood, even though I won. It wasn't the best showing, and they came up and were saying something. I thought he's just coming down to introduce himself or something.
Yeah.
So I'm shaking the guy's hand, and all of a sudden he's poking me with a finger like this and telling me something. I didn't even know what he said. I just know it was bad. And,
Yeah.
I said, what did you say? What? He said something. I don't know what he said. Anyways, people started jumping, and I ended up throwing a towel in his face. Big deal.
Are you glad you threw it because it got you this fight? In some ways, because
The towel didn't
hype
get-
build
the towel
hype
didn't
build
get me
fights.
the fight for sure. No, I'm ranked in Commonwealth rankings,
Yeah.
and this is my fight.
But it's rare for it's actually pretty rare for Canadian-based boxers to actually fight for the Commonwealth title.
I
So-
shouldn't be
I agree. I agree with you entirely.
because there's a lot of Canadian because we are
I think
Commonwealth.
Steve Malter is one of the last ones to fight for him. It was a couple of good few years ago.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, it's a little bit unfair to Canadians because Canada is part of Commonwealth, and just being a British boxer doesn't really give you the lineup for the
Yeah,
Commonwealth title right away.
yeah,
I think Commonwealth ratings should be a little bit more better sanctioned anyway, because there's Nigeria, there's Australia,
yeah,
there's all these Commonwealth countries that should
Get
get
involved
an
in it.
equal
Yeah.
shot at it.
yeah. And so when did you get to the UK?
Sadly.
Saturday. And where have you been? What have you been doing since until today?
Last couple of days we've been in Manchester. Actually, just here. This is probably outskirts of Manchester. I'm
Yes,
guessing,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Um, so we spent some time there. Went to the gym, just relaxed a little bit in a steam room, and just relaxing really. First couple of days we went some sightseeing in London.
Yeah.
Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, right? The big eye.
Take them off.
London.
Take.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Check them out, and took some pictures there, and pretty much it. You know, different culture. Um, Again, wrong side of the street, wrong or right. It's up to the person to decide. But yeah, definitely interesting, and
So,
good experience.
yeah.
All in all, good experience because North America, they're perceiving Englishmen as snobbish,
Yeah.
and which was not the case at all. It was just really pleasant, polite, and surprisingly pleasant experience.
Okay. And your preparation for this fight, have you done anything different? Because I'm assuming that Tyson is probably the tallest fighter you've ever fought.
Yeah,
In comparison to heavyweights today, especially, you're a relatively small heavyweight.
that's true.
What have you done specifically to prepare for this fight?
It's not the size of a dog in a fight.
Yes.
It's the size of a fight in a dog.
Yeah. But it's always good if you can fight, if you can spar with a big dog to
Yeah,
get you ready for this one.
Yeah, I had some big dogs.
Yeah. Who have you brought in for sparring in the lead up to this?
I'm gonna keep that.
I'm gonna keep that a secret.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was the shortest guy was 6'7", so.
Right.
And
Okay.
I had three. So.
Okay. And at today's press conference, it all looked. We were expecting a really snarling Neven to come through the door and maybe square straight up to the face of Tyson Fury, but in fact the opposite happened. We saw probably one of the most pleasant and polite heavyweights that I've ever listened to speak. What was that? Is that tactics? Is that trying to take some of his,
This is me, man.
to quell some of his thunder?
No, anger works against you.
Yeah.
And for me, I unleash my demons in the ring,
Yeah.
and that's the place where they're gonna come out. And just like this in the public, it's this is me, man.
So-
I don't put on an act. You get what you see.
So when you unleash your demons on fight night, well, what's your prediction for fight night? How do you think the fight will go?
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy fight for neither one of us.
Do you think it'll go the distance?
I doubt it.
Yeah. So you're going to take him out early,
Probably not really.
mid rounds.
Probably late.
I'm looking for a tip so I can go down to the bookies and make sure. So I'll need you to give me a round which one you're going to knock him out.
Oh yeah, no, I can't do that.
Reći da polako počimaš, da se igraš sa glavom.
Yeah, I never been fast after. I need a few rounds to work.
Right, you need to warm up
So,
a little bit.
um,
All right,
I would say late rounds.
great. Listen, thanks very much for talking to us and good luck on the night. Cheers.
Thank you.